Ladies and gentlemen, dignitaries, I believe that all protocols have been observed. We have half an hour, I've been told, our Youth Collab initiative and our team to present to this esteemed group who have been in this room for the last 2 days. We note that we are at the end, but I thank you for saving the best to the last. And I'd like you all to fasten your seatbelts and be prepared to be taken on a youthful journey. Some of us have been blessed to have been involved with the Youth Collab for the last 2 days at the Tanoa as a side event to this wonderful inaugural initiative. The Youth Collab, the way we did it in Samoa, it is an initiative of the United Nations Development Program, and we note that Mr. Hiao Liang Zhu is a keen supporter of it. We thank you for that. But in Samoa, we partnered with the Samoa Chamber of Commerce to make this happen. 18 young Samoans, and our youth definition goes from 18 to 35. Our youngest representative was 17, and our older, more seasoned representatives were in their early 30s. Some of us who were involved have chosen to stay 35 forever, and we recommend that for all of you. In the presentations that we went to see, first of all, before we saw 18 presentations, and we have to share with you that these 18 youth were very private with their presentations and their initiatives. They challenged us. They're here with us today. Can you please give them a round of applause? They're here with us today. I just see them. We are only able to, yes, please stand up, stand up. We want to see who you are. We had 18 of Samoa's youth who spent day one looking at ways we did an exercise with them yesterday that really was amazing for those of us who were observing. What could we do to eradicate anything that's out there? What could we do to solve a problem? We were thinking that we were mentoring them for their business initiatives, but when they shared back to us, they went from everything, development issues in Samoa, from eradicating poverty, they looked at youth unemployment, they looked at taking the kids off the streets. All of their business initiatives had something to do with a development issue that Samoa and the Pacific are facing, and for that we were very proud of them. They spent the first day just looking at different ways, and they were being mentored, and then today they were able to present to a panel of judges, and unfortunately we're only able to bring 3 of those initiatives forward, but we sat and were blessed, and we hope that in the next forum such as this, we're able to bring more than 3 to you, because we heard them talk about business initiatives that uses a digital platform in ways that we could never have imagined, us oldies. The integration between banks and telcos was key to one of the presentations. We had one present on smart contracts. We had an initiative that was a pest management system that had solutions for farmers on pest control, even pigs. We had them talk about farming wallets that solves the problem, and I know that you probably talked about it at this level, but next door, we were talking on the ground about how you actually make that farming wallet work and what it looks like in an app. We talked about a vegan Pacific, having clean, green eating, which was quite challenging. Ways that we could take the digital platform and educate our people on clean, green eating and attacking or addressing health issues. We had someone talk to us about the fact that in the Pacific, we are living from paycheck to paycheck in paradise. And that was at the core of this presentation. She said, let's get out of debt and let's use this app to educate ourselves and share our stories and move our Pacific out of living from paycheck to paycheck. So ladies and gentlemen, you missed out on a great thing that was happening next door. But we have brought to you today 3 of those presentations, the top 3. I'd like to also say that they don't know who they know that they're the top 3, but they don't know who first, second, and third place is yet. We save that to share with you while they're here. So I'm going to call them up now, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, in alphabetical order, so that they can remain not knowing who's first, second, and third. First up, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce Mr. Etwale Scanlon. Please give him a round of applause. They had 5 minutes to pitch, and so they also have 5 minutes here with us. After Etwale, I will come up and introduce the other two speakers. So, Etwale, you can relax and maybe take 6 minutes here. Please give him another round of applause. It's Mr. Etwale Scanlon.
Thank you. Yeah, talo falava. My name is Etwale Scanlon, as Sina's already mentioned, and I'm extremely excited to be here and to still be considered youth. I filled in the application online, and that was the first thing I looked at. What is the age limit for youth? UNDP still thinks that 35 is youth, and that's why I'm here. So this is my first and last year in the Youth Collab. Yep, so we spent the last 2 days working with some brilliant people, and it's an opportunity that should not be wasted. And I feel that this is the beginning of something for Samoa, and I'm excited to be a part of that. My business is an existing one. We have been going for 18 months now. We launched in November of 2016. I selected this photo up here today of a young man in the village. This is a typical situation. And we don't know how long he's been sitting there. We don't know how many days of the week he does this, whether he goes to school or not. But isn't he the happiest little guy? I mean, the look on his face, he's so content with what he's doing, what he's selling, helping his family to earn an income. I'm not here to talk about the social issues, but as from a business perspective, Jack Ma, Jeff Bezos, pioneers of e-commerce are changing the way that we do business, and Samoa shouldn't be left behind. So, as I mentioned in November 2016, I saw an opportunity to establish an e-commerce marketplace for Samoa. We started with 5 companies, and today we've taken 30 of Samoa's local businesses online. SamoaMarket.com. We are Samoa's online shopping marketplace where there are not many. And I will quote Jack Ma, "Look at the challenges as opportunities." And challenges were great. Thankfully, with the investments in the cable and the contribution of you wonderful people, it's made it easier for people like me to establish businesses such as this and operate at a high quality. So as I mentioned, we're an e-commerce website, a platform for local businesses to sell their products and services online, a marketplace for the overseas buyer, an innovative new way to support family and friends in Samoa. And what I mean by that is we deal in product remittances, not in cash remittances. So family members overseas would, instead of sending $100, would go on our website, purchase a bag of rice, purchase a box of chicken, and we would deliver these products most times to families in remote villages. We offer door-to-door delivery, and we do ship worldwide, so I think that's an exciting part of it, that as we develop our mail and our express mail systems and the costs of shipping worldwide come down, we could look at that side of the business a little bit more. Vision. So, in a nutshell, I went to school. I graduated with an e-commerce degree. I came to Samoa, and I couldn't find work. Hopes and dreams crushed. So I decided to venture into business. After 11 years in the mobile telecoms business, decided to use the e-commerce degree. November 2016, we launched. And with the vision to take Samoan businesses online. So we're using ICT, we're using the internet, we're using mobile technology to change the way the world helps people in Samoa. These are some of our key products on the website. We have over 20 categories, but 80% of orders that we receive are for food. Some numbers. We have a social Facebook account, and we've got a few registered users there. We have regular customers as far away as Alaska. We have some online orders, and we've got a little bit of sales there as well. So we are a future-oriented company that seeks to continue its evolution into a social enterprise. When I first started this, it was about profit. But being invited to this, and over the last 2 days, you think about the social side of things, and that's something that we want to focus on as we move forward. Our future goals: to continue to drive e-commerce in Samoa, to take even more local businesses online, to expand our delivery services with the help of people like Sam at Sky Eye. And the issue that we have is that in Samoa we don't have street names, well, not many. We don't have house numbers the way we'd find the houses. You go to the church, take a ride at the coconut tree, follow the road until you get to the end, follow another dirt track, and it's a very inefficient way of delivering and doing business. So with the help of Sam and the people at Sky Eye, we want to create those maps, and I think that would be very valuable to others as well. We want to partner with NGOs such as WIBD and chamber members. So our local newspaper in Samoa, Samoa Observer, they have a platform, and they feature families in need. They evaluate and feature these families. At the moment, I'll tell you a story real quick. I don't have much time, but so one day I'm sitting at home, it's 7, 8 o'clock at night, and I'm seeing a lot of orders coming in for powdered milk, baby milk, a lot of orders. And I'm thinking, what's going on? So I read the comments of the orders, and people are saying, you know, this is for the mother and the child that I saw in the newspaper. I hadn't read this story, but it was touching. So get to work the next day. I'm very excited about it. You know, I call the Observer, and I say, hey, you know, this is what's going on. So throughout the day, we receive even more orders, and this is based on an informal relationship. We haven't formalized anything, and they probably don't know about this, but they will now. I'm keen to work with them and hope that we can continue to help people in need in this way. So we are thankful. As a marketplace, we are thankful. People overseas that are sending this assistance are thankful because they know where their money is going. And people in the village are thankful. This is a typical delivery situation. This is as far as the car can go. We take the food off the truck and put it on the wheelbarrow and wheel it to the house. I thank you for your time. I have a short video, if you don't mind, that I'd like to play. Thank you.
We can talk trade shows over many years in conferences, and we look at the supply chain constraints. And these young people have platforms using digital technology that addresses the very issues of supply chain constraints that we have seen over many years. And they are calling also for further collaboration with others. Thank you. Our next presenter is young Olisana Mariner. Olisana, I did say that we were going to go alphabetical order, but I'm sorry, the technology people tell us that Olisana's presentation is next, and we will abide by that. So, ladies and gentlemen, they do introduce themselves as part of their presentations, and so please put your hands together for Olisana Mariner.
Talofa, everyone. As Sina said, my name is Olisana Mariner, and I just want to say thank you so much to each and every one of you here for believing in us youth so much, to give us a platform to be here, to talk and communicate all of these ideas. We are so privileged and honored that those of you here recognize us and see us and hear our voices, and we really believe that this is such an amazing opportunity that you're demonstrating to us on how much you value. I'm here to pitch an idea that's already an existing company. I'm very new. We started this year with a business name called The Hub, but before I get really into the nitty-gritty, I wanted to do just a little bit of backtrack, because this morning we were surprised by Afamasanga Rico. He came in and it was just so surprising, and he actually took the time to talk through what government is planning and what is being lined up and what's being talked about. And one of those things that he was talking to us about was this idea to create a third space with quality ICT infrastructure that would facilitate more innovative discussions, incubation workshops, such as the ones that we've been having over the past 2 days, so that we don't have to wait for another year, 2 years, but this can be a regular thing for youth to do. And when he said that, my heart was so captured, because I felt like he was onto the vision of the Hub. And the Hub is a mini conferencing solution that was designed out of a business need. We recognize that we would love to have a platform and a space for people to communicate well and connect with the world, and to share ideas, to create synergies and form amazing partnerships. From this background and this niche market, because I do believe that there's less than 5 competitors in this very small market space, we identified an ICT problem. There is a shortage of quality teleconferencing facilities equipped with the digital technology and infrastructure needed to support large groups who need online workshops, webinars, and business meetings. The Hub, for your information, is located at Lotopa, and it can only host up to 10 people. We've been pitching it for mini conferences, for board meetings, for private meetings, and for business presentations, but we recognize resource constraints when it comes to capacity building. And so the barriers to entry that we identified in this were that there's a very high cost to set this up, and you need very specialized human resources and people to help partner with you to bring something like this about, this type of facility. And the other bottleneck was the candid selection for the infrastructure available with local ISPs. We would have to have a discussion to figure out where geographically there's the infrastructure to support the bandwidth when you add multiple participants. And so our solution from the Hub was to create Hub 2.0. And it was originally birthed out of a desire to meet a business need, but after the discussions that we've been having, I was so inspired that we could hack, in the next 12 years, the Sustainable Development Goals, and I wanted to add on a capacity building solution to our vision. We're only in the first year of operation, but we would like now to add this capacity building so that we can do webinars, online workshops, high-end ICT-capable meeting spaces, and collaborative environments where people can come together and have this as an option so that it's accessible and it's not only for people in town. Ultimately, like if I had a 5-year, a 10-year goal, you were to ask, I would love a hub in Savai'i. I'm a Savai'i girl at heart. My dad is from Lano, and to connect the two islands at such a high quality facility and bridging that inequality, I wanted to let you know that this is only possible because of our team. Our team is a business. This is actually a photo of the hub. I had someone ask where I got this off of stock, but this is actually our business facility. And we're partnering with engineers, with ICT network engineers, with local administrative team at OSM Investments Limited, which is the building that we're in, so that we can help with the operational costs starting off. And Hub 2.0 is such a great opportunity, I strongly believe, because it can meet these SDGs, quality education and industry innovation and infrastructure. I was talking with Pati and his amazing team, and he said that on average, it costs about 40,000. I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, I apologize, to send a qualified training workshop specialist to Samoa for about a week and a half. And when I asked what the cost was of a local consultant was, they said 18,000. And so I noticed immediately the huge cost gap, and I said, well, what if we could do online webinars and online workshops, and then instead of a week and a half, you send your facilitator to network for a day or 2 days and save that cost so that your money can be directed to more training opportunities or more donor activities that line up where you believe as a donor you want to go, and it's just increasing volume, and I believe that this is where we see growth. And partnerships as well. With Hub 2.0, we really believe that partnerships is the key. And there are 3 ways that we aim to really make Hub 2.0 solve these 2 SDG goals of quality education, industry innovation, and infrastructure. And I came up with the concept with our team of 10 for 10. 10% for $10,000. I've put a few cost projections based on just how we were performing for the past 6 months. We have an average booking of 3 per month for half-day bookings. And using that, a half-day booking at the hub costs 400 tala. So the estimated annual revenue is 14,400. And if we take 10% off of that, we can put 1,400 in our first year to an ICT-centered program for youth. And I believe that this is an ambitious goal, and if you look, we're believing for a second facility. We really see that we can build capacity, and the estimated full-day bookings for this in 2 years, 5 per month, and if we do full-day bookings, that would average at that annual revenue, and we can actually put that 10,800 tala back into education, back into industry, infrastructure, and innovation. And 10 for 10 came out of the idea of matching and partnerships with our local ICT community, Digicel, Blue Sky, Sky Eye. There's so many to name, and there's a huge group of us, but if you can only give 500 tala, and someone else can give 700, 1,000, and put it together so that once the Hub 2.0 reaches 10,000, I would love to make a commitment to give 10,000 every year. And as the business grows, that 10,000 would actually increase. But I want to start off not with like pressuring you, but let's work together to bring education up. And I was so encouraged because I heard education budget was actually cut. And that's no fault of the government. It's the 2019 games, we got to all come together. But this is where we can come in as the private sector and give back to education, and specifically to ICT. So, and we do believe it's scalable. Right now, we can only host 10 people with 1 conference kit. But if we add 2 extenders at the end, we can host 15. And so the proposed number is 30 people with 2 conference kits. And we can replicate it. 1 conference kit has 5 components. inside. And instead, and just for IP purposes, I won't say the software name, but the total cost of one conference kit is 15,000 tala. And to host 30 people, we're believing for 2 kits. And to finish up, those numbers are quite big numbers, but my grandfather always told me, he's Chinese, and he said, if you want to go fast, you go alone. But if you want to go far, you go together. And I believe that this is a group of people that are willing to go together to build Samoa and to push Samoa forward into greater ICT, greater entrepreneurship. And yeah, let's bring the hub to Savai'i.
So the dream is to be fishing, because we all love the land in the Pacific, but still have that large contract for you where you are telecasted across the Pacific at the same time. Only Sana wants to take it to Savai'i, and that's the dream. Can you feel the passion that comes through from the young people, ladies and gentlemen? Our young people in Samoa and the Pacific are ready, as you can see, for your advancements of infrastructure in the ICT area. Our final presentation is a gentleman called Mose Mose. I don't know if you know about Makeki Online, whether you've purchased or sold, and you probably owe him a thank you because it's a free platform that this young man created. Please put your hands together for Mose Mose.
Talofa once again. If you were here earlier, I was presenting on the Aptus device, so it's good to be back here, and I'm feeling much better now for a second time. Okay, so I want to talk a little bit about Makeki Online. I'm sure some of you would love to hear our story, how we started up, and what exactly do we do behind the scenes. So for your information, Makeki is Samoan for market, and then online is online using the internet. So Makeki Online is a Facebook group. When I was studying in Fiji, in Suva, towards my Bachelor of Science, one day, I was a member of this Buy and Sell in Fiji Facebook group. So one day, I came across a yoga mat, and I thought, man, I really need to lose weight. So I contacted the person, she gave me the address, went over, paid, got my yoga mat, went back to the room and started working out. And it didn't go very well, as you can see. But the point there is, I was thinking, that was so simple, that was so convenient. Why not have one for Samoa? So returning back in 2013, after graduation, in January 2014, this is when I created Makeki Online. So started off with adding just my friends. The first item that they put up was a half-eaten Tuiloma corned beef. So someone just wanted to post there for funny. But right now, it's been 4 years. We have 44,000 members, not just from Samoa, but around the world. In running this, I have a team. One of them is Thomas Tufunga. He's currently in IT at PSAC. My other admin is Kent Onisemo. He's a forensic officer with the police department who's currently studying towards his master's in New Zealand. So a lot of things happen behind Makeki Online. So we started off with just buying and selling. The idea was to help the individuals, the Samoans that are living in the rural areas are like, wow, if you had an extra TV you didn't need or weren't using, and you wanted to make some money out of it, how would you sell it? That was the idea behind Makeki Online. Take a picture, post it up, see who's interested, sell your TV, make some money. But it's been 4 years. It hasn't been limited to that. We've had a lot of interesting things going up, people looking for all sorts of information. What's the number to Sky Eye? What's the number to the Ministry of Revenue? All these things. I guess the point is, it's so convenient for people just to hop on Facebook, type, and then get the information that they need. My personal favorite is we've had a lot of people looking for blood donations. We have from infants to old people who are in the hospital looking for blood. The instant that they post up, I need B+ blood donation. And you have all these people replying. So everyone from that 44,000 is contributing, okay, I'm coming in to donate, I'm coming in to help out, I'm looking for people who have this blood. And we saw it was growing, and it wasn't only impacting our economy, but also the life of people in Samoa. Now, we have plans, or we were currently building towards moving to a platform such as a website. But there are things that are hindering this platform. First and foremost, we do not have a payment gateway in Samoa. So paying things online is quite complicated or impossible at the moment. Other issues, there's quite a lot. But from those issues, we see a lot of things that are being posted. And from these things, I have this innovation from these issues. A lot of people are posting looking for jobs. And it's so blunt. One post comes up and says, I need a job, please. That's it. If you're reading it from our side as administrator who approve posts, sometimes it's heartfelt. Like you can feel it, like these people need help. They need employment, they need opportunities, they need work. So this is where this innovation comes in. The solution that we've thought of that could help eliminate or find a solution to this problem is a mobile app. Again, utilizing what we already have, the ubiquitous nature of mobile phones. Everyone's got a smartphone these days. Everyone knows how to go on Facebook. It's easier to do that than to write their name, so to speak. The app is called EmployMy. Okay, or EmployMy, something like that. Okay, so this mobile app will help tackle this issue of unemployment. This app will provide basic job application writing skills, and it will also give the users or the youth ways to, or where they can actually go to find work, to find job opportunities. The good thing about this is scalable. It can be adopted by our neighboring countries, Fiji, Tonga. I guess Mai is a very common word, so it could be used there. But the main thing is it will tackle this issue of unemployment. So how does it work? As any other app, you open the app, we'll give the options of choosing Samoan or English, view a list of vacancies available, babysitting, office work. These are some of the things that are very regular on Makiki Online, looking for jobs, lawn mowing, and all, etc. However, if you do not find anything of interest there to you, it will also be available a digital form that you can leave your contact information, and then from our end, we can help direct you towards or to the right people in the area that you're interested in. Business model. I guess this is one of the most common questions or frequent questions that we always get, or I always get, is how much money are you making from Makiki Online? And the first person that ever asked me that question was my dad, excuse me. So he's asking me, like, are you making any money from this? I'm very happy to say that it's a 100% voluntary service. It's something that we're giving back to our people, and we hope to lift up the standard and just help people out of this poverty. So the app, as a beginner, it will generate no income, so no revenue, will be making no revenue, but the target is the youth, okay, but not limited to. We really want, as we've seen from our side as administrators, the many issues here with unemployment, we really want to tackle that. And the good thing about it is it will benefit not just the individuals, but also the families, and then eventually the whole of Samoa. What I do need from our investors is probably a new laptop, to work on this app, building it, coding. So getting this out there, obviously going to use social media. It's very popular these days. Get a lot of the youth involved. We'll get some of the people to translate this and that, help get the different languages in there. So that's all I have for you guys today. This is the app. It's in progress. Thank you very much.
If I can now call, we promised that we would only be half an hour. If I can now call upon the Assistant Secretary General of the United Nations and Director of the Regional Bureau for Asia and Pacific, Mr. Haoliang Zhu, to the stage to help us with our prize giving. You just bear with us, ladies and gentlemen, Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, while we do our prize giving. If I can also call on Etuale, Olisana, and Mose, if you can also come up here. Thank you. As they make their way up, thank you. Thank you. Would you like the Minister? Okay. Thank you. Would you like all the leaders? Mr. Haoliang Zhu would like to suggest that.
I will ask the Minister and the Deputy Prime Minister and also all of Tuiloma to come together, because.
Yeah. Thank you. Well, it is a youth coalition. If you would have our other leaders come up, Honorable Prime Minister, if you want to join us up here, that would be wonderful.
The awards to them together.
Okay, thank you.
Where do we stand here? Or
Just we'd like you seated. If that's okay. Ladies and gentlemen, can we put your hands together for all of our leaders are going to help us to present the awards to our youth.
It's not planned. I didn't know about it. So improvising, innovation. What you want us to do?
Thank you very much. We were going to have Mr. Haoliang Zhu, but it's an honor to have all of our leaders here on stage as we announce the first, second, and third place for our Youth Collab winners. So ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to acknowledge our sponsors, Digicel, Blue Sky, and Huawei, as well as the Australian government for making the Youth Collab possible over the last 2 days. Thank you. The prizes there are some token prizes here for them to take away, but the real prizes, Your Excellencies, as well as ladies and gentlemen, is that they are going to, you probably have a lot of ideas that you wanted to share with the young people while they were sharing their ideas. And so they will be given the opportunity for ongoing mentoring provided by the UNDP as well as the Samoa Chamber of Commerce. Secondly, they are going to be supported to attend a Pacific Incubator Boot Camp that's going to be held. Thank you. Thirdly, all three of them will receive funding support to travel and attend a youth collab. It's a summit 2019 in Asia. Another round of applause. All made possible by the UNDP and our sponsors, Huawei, Digicel, Blue Sky. Whether you know it or not, you're going to be coming on board to help us to support the young people and their initiatives that are here. And so, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to announce, and because we have all of our leaders up here, we'd like, if you don't mind, Mr. Haoliang Zhu, you're going to give our third place. And the third place goes to Mose Mose. Thank you. If you don't mind, just move up here. Outside. Thank you, Mose. Thank you very much. We call on Your Excellency, the Deputy Prime Minister of Tuvalu, if we may, to give out our second prize winner, Faftai. We'd be honored. Thank you, sir. Just up here. And our second, thank you, sir. Just here for the photo op. It's all about getting online. In second place, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Miss Olisana Marina. If it's blue, then it's probably a blue sky phone. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Faftai Tele, Deputy Prime Minister. Your Excellency, our leader from Tokelau, we humbly invite you to give out our first prize winner. Thank you very much. Our Minister of Masanga. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the first and the last time he has to be in Youth Collab for Mr. Etuale Scanlon.
Tuiloma, before we finish, can I, ITU, have an announcement to make that could assist Youth Collab, please? For your, please introduce yourself, Mr. Korobuki.
Hi, yeah, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Yoane Korobuki from the International Telecommunications Union, or the ITU. I'm working out of the Bangkok Regional Office, and I think talking with the minister earlier. Every year we organize a Young ICT Leaders Forum that's currently hosted in Busan in Korea. And so every year we look around the regions, and we try and invite all the young entrepreneurs that exist in the 6 regions that work globally. And we identify young people who have done something through ICTs within their own communities. And I was talking to the minister earlier and was quite interested to learn of what the young people have been doing in Collab this last couple of days. And on an annual basis, we send out invitations to young people. And it's young people like this who we give an opportunity to come to the Young ICT Leaders Forum that is held in Busan, Korea. This year it's being held in September. Currently the organization for this, the planning for this event is currently happening right now. And we will extend the invitation to these young people to apply for the opportunity. To participate at the Young ICT Leaders Forum in Korea 2018. Thank you, Minister.
Ladies and gentlemen, we did promise we would take up very little of your time. We thank you for the time that you've taken to hear the presentations and the pictures of our young people. We'd like to acknowledge and thank the initiative, the drive, the leadership of Your Excellencies, the leaders of the Pacific. Our youth are ready for the digital platforms. Our youth are ready for the advancements of infrastructure. And we thank you very much. We invite you all, please. Well, actually, we're inviting ourselves to the networking opportunity after this, because all of the young people that will be there, and we have told them, Your Excellencies, that it is an opportunity for them to keep on pitching. So they're going to be network pitching at the cocktail party that follows. Faftaitele lava soifua.
Sorry, stay there. Stay there, please. Stay. We have to complete this. There was one request that came out of the presentations.
Thank you.
And there was a request for a laptop. It's just a laptop.
Okay.
Okay. can somebody please donate a brand new laptop?
The Honorable Minister was a businessman before he became a politician.
Please. It's just a laptop. But this fella here is doing his Makeki online for free for 44,000 people. Oh, thank you, Catherine. Catherine, for your information, ladies and gentlemen, is the leader of Pacific Connect, together with her father, Peter Fritz, and her group, all at that table there. Please give them a big hand. So, Mose, go see Catherine after this. On Thursday next week, there will be a meeting of the working group that will come out to incentivize this Youth Co Lab and to start making this a support innovation group for government. So we will send you an email of everyone that will be in this group. And the ministry has already started working on it, if you know what I mean.
Okay, thank you very much, Minister. This is how we should run UN meetings, okay? Nothing is planned, but it's everything is working out.
We acknowledge and thank the action that comes immediately from such a forum like this. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for immediate action of Taitau Papa and the group for the laptop. And I've just been reminded to please acknowledge the partnership with the Chamber of Commerce. I did have a Chamber of Commerce hat on, so it was a little bit strange to try and thank us. But thank you to the CEO of Chamber of Commerce who is here for all of their work that made the partnership for Youth CoLab possible. Your Excellencies, thank you for the time and the opportunity we have been given. Whaafitai tere lava.